Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. My name is Edgar Mendez, and today we're doing a reading focused on what your person regrets most. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for sharing time and space with me. I do appreciate all of you. I really do. I appreciate all the likes and comments for all those that do that. It really does matter, and it goes a long way. And there's a message that just came through. Um, I know it sounds. I want to say it. I want to say it. When we support each other, then you know that you're supporting yourself as well. I know it sounds crazy to say, but it's important that you know that. Like it's people that love themselves and people that support others and love others, right? I don't know who needs to hear that, but they just said that. They just say it. They just say it, right? So I wanted to say it to all of you. I'm not. It is what it is. I get it. Kind of looks biased in a way, but it is what it is. It's what they want me to tell you. All right. I want to let you all know I do have services up. I have live readings for this Sunday. I have one-on-one readings over Zoom and pre-recorded readings. I also have healings open. I will not be having those open for very long. There's 2 more people I'm waiting to book for that. For the beings of light want me to heal them. So if you are one of those people, check it out. Check it out. I will be closing them very soon. The healings. So if you're interested, if your heart's calling you to that, get it. All right. But yeah, let's get started. So who's going to answer the questions today? We have Saint Germain who steps forward. So Saint Germain, can you tell me what's currently happening in Capricorn's person's life right now? All right. They're very bitter, this person. They have a lot in their life that they have to be bitter and miserable about. I don't think that this person's in a good place. I don't think that this person's in good shape. I feel like they are mentally, emotionally drained and exhausted, and they're looking at their life and wondering how the hell did they get to where they are. And when we are younger, we kind of have a lot of optimism and hope and belief, and that really does fuel us and push us forward. But all too often, people see trials and tribulations and adversity as reasons to despair, and I feel like that's where this person's at. They see their trials, they see the tribulations, they see the frustrations that they've had to move through, and all the obstacles that they have to overcome, which is part of life, right? And they kind of looked at this and thinking like, well, I don't know if I want to keep pushing through, kind of thing, and I don't even know if it's worth it. And that's kind of where they are. It's like all despairy, very sad, very lonesome. It's kind of one of those situations, you made your bed, you lie in it, kind of thing. But in reality, you don't have to. You don't like. You don't have to stop making your bed to lie in, right? This is someone where they can keep trying to make the bed and it will get better if they just push through, but they don't really see the point in it. And that's kind of like one of the biggest things that I've come here for Earth, is to help all of you understand that it's worth it, right? To keep pushing, even though it may not feel that way. A lot of people hit this part in their journey and never get over it, or it takes some decades to get over it. We don't need to take 10 years. Right? We don't need to. We can do it right away. But we often need someone to give us some of that inspiration, or to give us um, that boost, right? And I feel like they're in need of that right now. They need some help. This is someone who truly needs some help right now. They're in real bad shape, by the way. Let's see. I'm seeing a tree for some reason as well. I feel this person. Do you know how like slow trees grow and trees move, all that stuff, right? Almost, do they really move? You know what I mean? This person's really stuck with what no, with who they think they are and who they think they need to be. And they're having a hard time letting go of that, like peeling that away and releasing that. And that's actually part of why their life is a little sucky and why their life isn't actually moving. One of the things that I have noticed, just in like when I'm healing people or when I'm working with them, and I'm like, what are you willing to give up to be happy? That's a real good question. Well, all of us should ask that, right? I will have to give up everything that needs to be given up to be happy, right? But a lot of people don't feel that way, right? A lot of people don't see things that way. And I feel like this is someone who needs to look at that and really ask themselves that question. What are they willing to give up from their life to be happy? And I don't know, it's real crazy, but I would not have any issues, but I know that is not, it's not the same for everyone. A lot of people hold on to what doesn't serve them. Let's see, is there anything else about this person's life? They are being pulled in a direction. There's resistance here on this person's end. I'm seeing like a stream of current pulling them in a new direction. They seem to be very resistant to that. Why are they resistant, Saint Germain? They're hung up on the past. That's what he's bringing up what he already brought up about this person. You know, everything's moving them in a direction that can lead them to their happiness, and that is the same for every single person on this planet. You're always moving towards bigger and better things, but you have to move through a lot of stuff to get there, right? It is what is. Like there's no way around that. Like we just have to accept what is. There is this current that's pulling them in a direction to have a happier life and to have and to have like more abundance, more fulfillment, the life that they deserve. Yeah, we all know that good stuff, right? But they don't want to move in that direction because they kind of want to feel sorry for themselves and they want to just feel despair, and they're kind of in that energy. What is that called? Is it like melancholy? I don't know. It's like they just want to be in it. Most people want to be angry. I don't know if you noticed that. I don't know, right? But most people want to be angry. They want to be low vibrational. They want to. I know it sounds like it's crazy because it really is kind of crazy, right? But in the end, they really do desire that, and that's kind of where they are right now. This is them kind of giving up a little bit, but they will eventually pick up the paddle and start going. All right, so let's see. How do they currently feel about Capricorn? That you make this person feel very homey and you make them feel very relaxed. I do feel that when this person was in your life, they didn't feel like they deserved what you were bringing to the table. And I understand, like, logically, why would you stop accepting that? But it's just not about logic, all right? If you don't feel like you deserve someone who's good, then you're going to walk away from that and you're going to push that away and you're going to resist that. And that's actually how they feel about you. You felt too good for them. You felt too amazing for them, and they didn't feel like they deserved to be in that energy and deserve to be in your space. And I know that is painful for the receiver when you feel like you're doing everything you can, but in reality, everyone has their own path to walk, for one, but also everyone kind of has to learn on their own that they deserve happiness. And that's interesting because that's what their life is currently revolving around. Do they deserve happiness? Of course they do. But I can't say that, right? It don't matter really, right? They have to come to that conclusion, and they have yet to come to that conclusion. And this actually seems to be a repetitive theme because it's what they feel about you. They don't feel like they deserve you. And that's why this person and you are probably maybe not talking, or things are not moving forward between you and them because they don't feel like they deserve this. And until that feeling's gone, until they heal the root core cause of it, they're never going to feel worthy, and they're never going to want to be in your energy, be in your space. They always feel like you could deserve better than them. And in some ways that's technically true, right? Because they need to heal, right? But it's not like it's impossible. And this is someone who's I think they're going to have that light bulb go out. When you kind of you have repetitive things happening over and over again, and you're just like, oh, again this. And it's like, what if I change? Right? What if I change? It feels like that's coming. Yeah. I actually see it coming around December, actually being a really, really important time for this person. December really being key for that light bulb moment to go, what if I change? What if I just get help? Right? That is a big step. I know it sounds real crazy because shouldn't it be obvious to get help? But it is not that. Most people, I remember when I give out free healings and stuff like that. I like everyone on the list I see needs the healing. But I know that most of those people will never get healings. And it's crazy, right? It's kind of crazy, but so many people need that which they seem to not want to go after, or they spend their money in places that they shouldn't, and whatever, right? Let's see how else they feel right now about Capricorn. They want to apologize to you. Why do they want to apologize to Capricorn right now? I do feel because they didn't feel like they deserved you, they may have quit on you, and they may have actually pushed you away. It's one of their biggest regrets, which is actually something I'm about to be getting. But this person feels like they quit too soon on this, and they wonder what would have happened if they just pushed through. I think it may have gotten worse. It may have been a worse, like, how do I phrase this? It's like ripping a Band-Aid off. It would have been a bigger Band-Aid, essentially. And but they really wonder what would have happened if they just kept trying. It kind of feels like beating a dead horse at this point, because the core issues they need to heal. They need to, ooh, the air came out. They need to feel like they deserve, right, happiness, and they currently don't feel that way, and they currently don't think that they deserve that, and that extends to you. So I don't think that actually would have changed much technically, but they do wonder what would have happened. Sorry, I have like a hair here. I swear it is what it is. Okay. I don't know. I don't know where the hair came from, but that's something that they feel about you, that they quit too soon, that they should give you more, and they should have actually put more effort and energy into this connection. All right, so tell me, Saint Germain, what are this person's regrets? By the way, I'm drawing. It's my new thing right now. I'm just doing that right now. Let's see. What are their regrets? Uh, they may have had a big mouth with you. Maybe they talk back, something like that. But I don't think that's what I got. I think this person has a tendency to gossip and has a tendency to tell people their issues and their problems. What that inevitably does, right, is it opens us up to receive their negative energy. I know that a lot of people truly believe that they are helping you when they are putting fear of God in you, right? They truly, truly believe it. I mean, it's crazy, but they truly believe it, right? I mean, they are certain that they're doing you a solid and that you owe them at that point, right? But that's not actually what they're doing. In fact, they're actually hurting you, and they're just spreading fear, right? And this person had a tendency to gossipy, right? Talk about you, talk about things, and people put fear in them, and that fear inevitably caused them, I feel, to either quit on your connection or to ruin it in some way, shape, or form. And it's a regret of theirs to let other people's, I feel, their own jadedness, right? Their own a myopic perspective, right? Their own fear, their own poverty and lack, right? Kind of fill them up and make them make decisions that they wouldn't have made otherwise. And this is something that they really do regret, is letting other people have a say. But it wasn't that they said what they said per se, is that they opened the door to allow them to say that. If you ask people for guidance on something, they're going to constantly pick back at you and ask you, what about that again? And then they're going to keep digging in, right? We all know that's how it be, right? And this is what has happened here. They were telling people about their problems, you, other things, and all these people really thought they were giving them a grade A advice, right? Grade A advice, but what they were doing was pumping them with fear. Yeah, big regret. What other regrets do they have? Mm. They really regret not seeing what this could have blossomed and bloomed into as well. It's like it's something that they truly, truly wonder what would be today if I had just planted and fertilized the soil for this connection. And it's something that we could always go on and do this to ourselves, and it doesn't help us. It doesn't benefit us in any way, and be like and just like beat ourselves up about what could have been, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? We can go ahead and do that. Doesn't help us, just tortures yourself, right? But that's kind of where that's the energy that they're in, right? They're not in the energy of like, let me fix my problems, right? No, their energy, let me rub salt on wound problem, right? That's where they are. They're rubbing the salt on the wound essentially. So that's honestly what we have. We have this energy just coming through of them rubbing the salt on their wounds, and they're not stopping that. They truly believe that they deserve to suffer. And until they decide they don't need to suffer, they won't stop suffering. Period. End of story. Right. Let's see. Let's see. Any other regrets right now? Music is a really big thing for this person. I can see music, lyrics, the sound beat coming through really quickly. One of the things that I feel that they had a crutch on relying on was letting music open up their heart, while not really practicing how to open up their heart in real time and in real life. And that is practice. Every effing thing on this planet is practice. Like, you just do it again and again and again, and you get better at it. It's like the subconscious supports you. So you not really opening up your heart with people regularly means that you don't really know how to do it, And this is something that they really do regret, because they wanted to open up more to you, but they couldn't. They could do it during music, by the way, or when music was around, or when they listened to music just right before. They had that open heart, but they could not do it in the moment, right in front of someone's like you or anyone for that matter. And again, that's practice. And one of the things that they regret is not really learning how to do that without that crutch of music. With what they could have used other crutches, but this is the example I have, right? So it's something that they weren't able to do, or they weren't able to sustain. And you would have you would have definitely felt that they were closed off to you. It was not because they didn't want to open up; they just didn't know how. Big regret of theirs as well. So can you tell me, what is the guidance that you have? I just saw 4 for 4 in the camera. What is the guidance that you have for Capricorn? Right now, Capricorn, is a time for you to decide where you want to go. You need some direction, and I'm not sure. One of the things that Saint Germain is saying is for you to kind of get your compass right in order, and like figure out where you want to be, right, and move in that direction. Your compass is leading you to happiness if you are willing to move in that direction. And again, we're always moving towards our happiness. It's just, are we willing to go through what we need to go through to get there, right? And that is the $1 million question, right? And it really is. And this is kind of where you're at right now. Are you willing to move through all that you need to move through to get to that life that you deserve? Or not? It's like one of the one of the best questions to ask oneself, right? You should always be willing to move through it, but you have to believe in yourself. Okay, is there any other guidance that you have right now? Mm-mm-mm. One of the things that he is bringing forward as well is forgiveness, but it has to do with, I feel, how you may see things towards this person. You may be blaming them. You may be taking things out on them. They were doing the best that they possibly could, right? They were struggle city, right? It had nothing to do with you, right? But I feel like you may be taking it very personally, and you're definitely blaming them for everything that happened here. Understanding that there's a multi-purpose reason as to why your connection has inevitably crashed and burned, right? A multi-purpose reason. And I guarantee it has nothing to do with the reasons that you are thinking of, right? When you are blaming this person. There is a bigger, deeper reason. What Saint Germain is saying is for you to dig deeper into the roots of this connection to determine what the reasons as to why it may have broken down or it may be stalling, right? There's a bigger reason. Look for it. Find that meaning, find that purpose, heal through that, and you will be able to get movement and traction in this connection. All right. And in your own life. All right. I thank you. Don't forget to like and comment, Capricorn. I thank you so much. Check out all my services and take care. Bye.